After going steady for some time, many daters, after breaking off, join TACT as sort of a lark, only to find out that the infallible computers join them once more. Is this the type of man you thought you would meet when you joined TACT?
No, I was very surprised that I met someone so nice.
What was your impression of your date?
I was very happy to meet her.
Would you recommend this to your friends, this type of dating?
Yes, definitely. It's fun, and I recommend it.
Most assuredly.
Okay, could you tell us why you subscribe to computer dating?
Well, I think it's hard to meet people in the city that you have something in common with.
I see. And why did you join?
Curiosity.
And how did it turn out so far?
Great.
Have you got more in common with your date now than you might have had on some regular date?
I think so. For myself, speaking for myself, I was very much surprised how much we have in common.
I see.
I think it's very surprising. Sometimes you find someone you have a strong interest in common with, and yet you don't hit it off.
And tell me, would you recommend computer dating to your friends?
I have, yeah.
Yes, I would. Very much.
Thank you very much. Why did you become a subscriber for computer dating?
I think mostly for curiosity.
And you, sir?
Very much the same thing. Curious to know what the other people were doing and whether you can really meet people through the organization.
Now that you've spent some time together, would you say you have more in common than you do on your regular dates?
Well,
it's a hard question to
it is
answer.
very
At the
difficult.
first date, especially
right.
at the first date. It's hard to know a person on the first date, but at least you have something in common to start with.
I see. And tell me, do you think now that you spent a little time together, you'd like to perhaps get together again one time?
You always give the person a second chance, whether it's...
I think so.
I think so, of course.
Would you recommend computer dating to your friends?
Yes, I would. It's a very small investment, and you'll never know what you can find out.
Yourself?
Definitely.
You meet lots of nice people, for one thing.
Thank you. Let's get another. Tell me, why did you join computer dating?
I was lonely, and go on.
And you, sir?
For the same reason.
How did it work out so far? Do you have a lot in common?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
And tell me, you spent some time together so far. How have you enjoyed the show so far?
We love it.
It's great.
It's exciting.
Would you recommend this type of dating for your friends?
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You've enjoyed yourself so far?
Yes.
So far, the evening isn't over yet, so.
Why did you become a subscriber for computer dating?
Well, I figured it was time for a change.
And you?
I wanted to meet a couple of new girls.
I see. And tell me this, after you've spent some time together now, do you find this type of dating, you have more? Could you tell us why you became subscribers to computer dating?
Well, life was getting kind of stale, and I thought it was time for a change.
And you?
I wanted to meet a couple of new girls.
I see. And after spending some time together, do you find this form of dating has given you more in common than perhaps some other dates?
More in common?
Yes.
I wouldn't say so. I would say it would depend on whom you meet and the circumstances.
What about yourself? Do you feel you have a lot in common?
I think so, contrary to what Carol feels.
Oh, we definitely have a lot in common.
We have a lot in common, but whether or not we would have more in common because of the computer dating as opposed to dating at random without the benefit of the computer is another story. It's difficult to judge.
Would you recommend computer dating to your friends after this brief experience?
Definitely.
I certainly would.
Thank you.
We're happy products of computer dating.
All righty. Could you tell me why you joined computer dating?
Well, I thought it was kind of interesting, for fun, really.
And what about yourself, sir?
Same reason. Fun.
And I'll just say, dating gives you more in common than you would have on your other dates?
I would say so, definitely.
Oh, I think so. I think you feel compatible already.
And tell me this.
Anything.
I see. Would you recommend it to your friends, computer dating?
Oh, yes. I think it's fun.
they can get a girl as pretty as she is, I definitely would.
Isn't he nice?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Could you tell me why you joined computer dating?
A number of my friends had met people through this program, and I thought that I'd like to meet some nice single New Yorkers myself.
Just wanted to meet people, nice young girls.
And now that it's computer dating.
Yes, definitely.
Very much so.
Thank you very much. Tell me why you joined computer dating. Give me the word. Just snap your fingers and I'll know. Could you tell me why you joined computer dating?
I thought it would be a good way to meet some new people, and especially some people that we were supposed to be compatible with.
It seemed like a lark. It seemed like fun.
And now that you've spent time together, do you think that you are more compatible than you might find perhaps your other dates?
Not necessarily.
Well, I think we have some common interests.
Could you tell me why you joined computer dating?
I thought it was a good way to meet some new people.
It seemed like a lark. It seemed like fun.
And when you first made this computer date, is your date, your escort, the type of man you thought you would meet?
No, I was pleasantly surprised.
And you?
Same here.
Now that you've spent some time together, do you think you have more in common because you made this computer date than you would perhaps on your regular dates?
Well, I think we have some very common interests.
Not that we have more in common than we would have had we met otherwise. I think I would have gotten to meet her some other way, but it was pleasant, and it was perhaps I may not have met her had I not filled it out.
Would you recommend computer dating to your friends?
Yes, very much.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. Don't move. Machines. Could you tell me why you joined computer dating?
I think it's very exciting.
I'm looking for a girl.
Desperation.
When you joined, is this the type of date you thought you might have?
I think it's a pleasant surprise.
Same here.
Is this the type of date that you thought you would get when you joined up for computer dating?
I had expected all sorts of different people, and I've been out with some really nice people, and some dates just didn't work out, but all in all, I think it was worthwhile.
Very nice, much better than I expected.
Tell me this, do you find that this type of dating you have more in common than you would on perhaps your regular dates?
No, not necessarily.
I'm sorry she said that.
Would you tell us why you joined computer dating?
As a lark, more or less.
Well, I got it from a friend. I paid my $5 and joined in.
I understand there's an interesting story about you two and how you came together and your background. Could you tell us a little about that?
Well, the way I met Bonnie was through, of course, through the computer service. I called her as one of the names, and she was the only one free tonight. My story is rather simple and yet kind of interesting. I came to New York as a singer, but I came with a gimmick as a covered man. And about 4 months ago, took off the mask and continued singing as David Soul, appearing on the Merv Griffin Show.
Oh, I see. You were the covered man on the Merv Griffin Show, and this hasn't been set up in any way. You just met through this computer dating.
Right.
Right.
And you're an actress, is that right?
That's
Now-
what's so interesting,
Yeah,
I think.
so you have more in common perhaps on this computer date than you
Right.
might have otherwise.
Yeah, I don't
Exactly.
I think the computer was more, as Bonnie mentioned, was more of a lark, and that we find we have much more in common as two ordinary people.
And would you recommend this to your friends, computer dating?
Yes.
Take it or leave it as,
Right.
it was fun to do. We tried it for fun, and it worked.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Stay here.
You don't move away. When you're running out of film.
That's about it. Hang on. If things look a little confused here, the people inside the lobby of New York's new theater, well, there's good reason for it. Since tonight is the first time an entire theater audience has been brought together by the use of computers. The entire thing got started in the fertile brain of marketing analyst Bob Ross, and he's president of TACT, Technical Automated Compatibility Testing, the nation's leading computer dating service. Computer dating, the newest rage sweeping the country, asks its subscribers to fill out this form here, wherein they answer questions about their likes, dislikes, about their age, sex, height, weight, and other things that might be of interest to some computer dates of the future. The form was made out by a leading New York psychologist. After all the information is gathered in this form, it's run through machines where the matchups are then made. And if they're not made in heaven, at least they're made by the latest machines. A $5 subscription fee for subscribers entitles each subscriber to between 3 and 10 possible computer dates, the number depending on exactly how compatible the machine finds you. TACT has offices throughout the United States, and since its inception in November of 1965, they've brought together more than 200,000 computer dates, and so far they've got better than a score of marriages to boast of. With more than a year behind them for testing his futuristic method of mating, Bob Ross feels the machines can't be wrong. And he cites for proof several instances where steady daters, after breaking off, decided to join TACT, and they became blind computer dates. After doing it, they found the machines only joined them together once more, proving how infallible the computers really are. But everything isn't roses, as Bob Ross found out one day when a jilted suitor came running up to him and accused Bob of ruining his love life, saying that his steady girlfriend and he broke up after she went out on just one computer date for a lark. Paul Greif, ABC News, New York.